Do you just do that kicking in? Watch this is amazing. Woo! You're going to be a good answer. I'm just going to do a few taps for you. Everybody always says to me, Maggie, what are your shoes made of? And now the shoes are made of fiberglass. Okay, of fiberglass, yeah. It sounds good, but unfortunately, it's very lethal on floors, so they're very, very slippy. So we have to put duct tape, special tape, just to stop slipping because it's really easy. But these cost about £150 to buy. I don't know how much that's in dollars. Is that about $300?
Yeah.
$300 to buy these. But when you first buy them, they're like a pair of new high heel shoes. You can't walk in them. Then you have to break them in. And then after you break them in, they become like your slippers. So I've had these for about 18 years and I really don't want to lose them. I can't lose these on my passport or my children. So I'm just gonna do a few taps here because I'm going to tell him, Scott, you're not getting away with it. Scott, do you know what?
Just one more time.
Tina will tell you, she just said to me, Maggie, the first time I see you do that was in Chicago land here about 22 years ago. When I first came here, and Scott brought me over and he said, come on Maggie, you've got to come over to America and everyone see what you do. So fair play to Scott. So I came, I was a bag of nerves, wasn't I, Scott? It was in this room, wasn't it? We were at the other room 24 years ago. I came and danced with a few of my cousins and I think I taught one of my new dances. I think I was on holiday. Was I on holiday, Scott? I was on holiday or did I come over especially?
You came over for Chicagoland, but you met up with
Yeah.
all your cousins and all
Yeah.
the people here in the crew.
Oh yeah. So Scott invited me and he got me to do my first debut in America, doing a teach. So I have to thank Scott for a lot of things because he really helped me out. So thank you, Scott, for Brave America. So, but I have to say, I'm younger than him. Only by a little bit. Only by a little bit. I'm joking. Thank you, Scott. This is where it's not. I'm just going to say a few more steps this time. I'm going to show you about rhythm change. So, you know, like in line dancing, you do shuffles or lock steps. You can change the rhythm. Well, you can do that in Irish dancing as well. So I just show this step. So when you do a treble back, you can do that step. You can do exactly the same step, but change the rhythm. So you can do something like this. So it's the same step, but the rhythm is changed. So it's the same step, but it's a different rhythm. So I'm not really, I'm old now, I'm really past it. But it's amazing because I'm so excited to say this because obviously Lord the Dance is amazing.
Right.
And you have the most famous person in the world comes from Chicago, and that was Michael Flatley.
Right.
He is the most famous person in dance. Anything, I don't care, ballet, tap, modern jazz, any Irish. He is the most famous person in the history of dance. He really is, and he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
And just having the guys 8 weeks ago, I took my 2 young boys to see Lord the Dance in London because I wanted them to see him before he retired so my boys could say, we've seen him live, you know. So we went, and then afterwards my sister said, oh, come on, we'll just go backstage. No, we might just meet him at the back door. And we met him at the back door, and he stood and he spoke to us for about 10 minutes, and he made some real time with the children. And it was really special. And I kind of said, oh, I'm going to Chicago soon. I'm going to do night dancing in Chicago. He goes, really? I goes, hey, I said, night dancing is still really big, you know. Oh, just say it, get a plug in, which is true though, isn't it? Anyway, but so that's my claim to fame. I met Michael Flatley. Sorry?
Haven't you trained a couple pretty darn famous kids yourself?
Well, yeah, I had a few people that did a few of the shows, but I don't do the competitions, thanks God. I get really up here to come to do a lot of the show work, you know. But my best friend, who I danced with for like 18 years, when Michael Flatley left Riverdance, he opened his own show, Lord of Dance, there was a young guy called Colin Dunn. He was from Birmingham in England, and he literally took over his lead role, literally was brought in, because there was a bit of flack there, a bit of politics, you know. Riverdance didn't want just him to be the star, they wanted to make it a show for everyone. So obviously Michael Flatley, he made the idea, so he went and did his own show. But my friend, he was my dancing partner, and he went in, he goes, I'm going into Riverdance. I'm talking like 20 years ago, and I said, guess what? I said, Colin, I'm starting line dancing. I said, and it's brilliant. He went, okay, that's good, Maggie. And I went to see him on his first down in Drury Lane in London. And he did that, and he doesn't dance as much, but the great thing is through my line dancing, I've still been able to keep doing a little bit of Irish. Right. So I've been lucky, because I've been able to keep a bit of Irish dancing and do a bit of line dancing. So it's just all luck really, but that's how it goes, doesn't it, in life? You go ways and you come back and you meet up again. I can't believe I'm here 4 years later, Scott. Can you believe it? The old days. And my John Robinson. 18 years ago, John was in England touring, weren't you, John? He used to go. Judy came over to England. You know, John and Judy and Scott are big stars in England, very big stars. Their names are very, very well known. They're big names in Europe. Did you know that? Just thought I'd tell you that in case you didn't know that.
Maggie, everybody here is on Facebook except for you.
I know, that's true. No, Scott, I am on now. It's like I have a career for Facebook, really. Anyway, I'll do a few more steps. Thank you to Mark Centre. Thank you, Mark, for having me. And to Glenn, and to Bob, and Denise, and to all the people, and especially to Jill. Give Jill a big clap as well. It was fantastic. And to all the people that travelled a long, long way for the weekend, I hope you enjoyed all the dances that everybody did. It was a great weekend. I'll just do one more step. This is it, last one. One more for you, Scott, one more. I'm so bad, really. I'm so bad. All right.